this week we also featured this amazing video from this young Barbadian surfer, this talented Barbadian surfer, and he was in Bali. That's in Indonesia, Indian. Could you imagine that? Yep.
Wow.
And he tore it up to shreds, man. And we happened to track him down.
We tracked him down.
Yeah, we brought him from Indonesia to the studio.
So you're a tracker now?
Yeah, that's what we do. That's what we do at Adrenaline Sun. No. His name is Josh Burke, and he's a regular on Adrenaline Sun.
Right.
We have a whole bunch of videos, features. He has his own section. Like, this kid, he rips. Right. So I want to say good morning to Josh and his dad, Alan Burke. Good morning, guys.
Morning, Fabian.
Good morning, good morning.
It's good to have you guys here, man.
It's a pleasure.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You guys, you just came back in from Bali, was it?
Yeah, well, we had an amazing year this year. 2012 was a huge step. We started out. We pretty much traveled from January right through to October every single month. Sometimes twice a month, and sometimes for the entire month. Yeah, we were in Bali. That was one of our last trips. That was in October. We've been home since. So it's always nice to get back home and settle back in. But the Bali Indonesia experience was amazing. We went out there. Josh was invited on the Billabong Bloodlines camp, which he does 2 of those a year.
Right.
One in Hawaii, and then the second one was in Bali. And we actually, Josh filmed a movie over there, which is called Billabong Bloodlines Bali,
wow, that's amazing,
which is featured on Adrenaline Sun.
Yeah, it's amazing. Yep. I know that you were down for a little bit. I know you had to be out of the water. You had dengue, man. How you feeling now? You better?
Oh, well, I'm trying to regain my strength and weight, and hopefully I could get back like my normal self again.
Awesome.
But I lost like 6 pounds, and I'm just eating a lot and training.
Oh, wow. Thing is, he's a small guy, but he's amazing. He's talented. I don't know how you carry on those big surfboards, man. Tell me about the whole Bloodlines experience, man, in Indonesia. Well, tell me about both the camps, man.
Well, they pick a bunch of Billabong guys from all over the world to go to their camp to train with each other and just like get to know each other. So in the future, and just for that experience to go to Bali and Hawaii.
Oh, awesome. Let the listeners know how old you are.
Well, I'm 15.
He is 15 and he is traveled.
He's what, 15?
He's 15 years old. He's been to everywhere, and he's been representing Barbados pretty strong, man. Have you had any challenges? I know you're a 15-year-old surfer, and it's coming from like a small island like Barbados against these other surfers from Indonesia who, you know, they ride waves differently than we do. Do you have any challenges when being over in Indonesia against these surfers, or?
Well, every contest is a challenge. There's all different kinds of surfers that are almost as good as you, or better than you. And you just have to use your tactics and your ability to beat them. Yeah,
that's true. And Alan, you also coach him, or is you just strictly his agent?
Yeah, well, I play many roles. I am not his agent. He has another agent, but I'm father, coach, and basically manager. It can be tough switching the hats from one to the next, but we get on very well, and I think he listens and follows my advice. I've been in the surfing business for 33 years now. I started when I was 9 years old.
That's right. You have your own surf shop as well, right? And you also teach surfing.
Yeah, I have my own surf school.
Oh, surf school. Yeah. Well, actually, you know what? We need to get Indian in that. Last week he said he'll drive with the Elliott race team.
Right.
This week we're going to get him surfing.
I would think about the surfing.
Well, I thought I had an energetic job teaching surfing until I came in here and watched Indian bobbing around in here for the last 30 minutes.
I feed off his energy, man. He's amazing.
Seriously, his energy is amazing. Playing the dub music that I used to listen to when I was 15 years old, so brought back great memories. I don't want to put an age on myself.
All right.
But good energy, Indian.
All right, thanks a lot. That's right.
You do tons of traveling. I mean, you do a lot of traveling and representing BIM, but it's expensive, these places you go to. And how do you guys afford that?
Well, when you do all the contests, you have to try and get a good result to get your money back and make a profit. But that's not really my side. That's my dad's.
That's right.
I don't deal with that.
Yeah, well, as we all know, without sponsorship, it is zilcho.
Okay.
We don't go anywhere.
Well, I know that he's sponsored by Billabong. They have their Billabong gear in right now. How can I get some of this Billabong gear, man? You need some of this Billabong gear. But I know you're sponsored by Billabong. What's the other sponsors you guys have?
Well, his main sponsors are Billabong, Epi-Dry Sunblock, which is a brand new on the market. It's conceptualized by Dr. Michael Spicer out of Florida. He's of Grenadian descent, and he came up with this sunblock. That's with when you apply it, it just feels very nice on your skin. It's smooth, and they've been supporting us for the last year, as well as Lime. Lime has been a big support of us for the last year as well. So the main sponsors pretty much are Billabong, Epi-Dry, Lime, and Reef. But we also have other sponsors like Future Fins, which are the accessories that go into the boards that decide how the board rides. Yeah. Decine, which is traction pads and leashes and so on. And what's the other ones there, Josh? Josh has 9 sponsors. That's great. Yeah, it's Billabong, Epi-Dry, Reef, Lime, Futures, Decine, Burke boards, which is a line of surfboards that I do. They're shaped and produced by Richard Price, who's one of the best shapers in the world, and the factory is in Florida. And then we ship them in.
I think we have his feature on Adrenaline Sun, so you guys head over there and look at that. It's www.adrenalinesun.com.
Right on. And also Von Zipper glasses and Nixon watches. So it's pretty much well covered, and I'm happy to say that we just resigned with Billabong as well, and that's going to be a 2-year deal now. And they've been very, very happy with Josh's performance, and he's just lighting up now. You know, he's on fire, really.
Yeah, he's a talented surfer. Shout out to all the sponsors. Shout out to our sponsor, Barbados Yellow Pages. They've been great. They're close supporter of action sports. Without them, this show wouldn't be happening. So shout out to Barbados Yellow Pages as well.
Yeah.
I want to ask you a question. You guys have been all over the world surfing and promoting Barbadian surfing cultures, right? How is the cultures different over there than to over here? I mean, we're a pretty laid back society, and compared to like these guys who are always in the water. I know there are other surfers, the other junior surfers like the Chelseas and what's not. They're always in the morning and evening. But how is the culture different here? Well,
every country you go to is different, and with the amount of traveling that I've done in my past before Josh's acceleration here, it's always been an educational experience to go to another country and just see how people live, how they think, and so on. Religious beliefs, like for instance, a good comparison is like Barbados is as beautiful as anywhere you could want to go in the world. I'll tell you that now. I've been everywhere, and, and Barbados is #1. With regard to friendliness, I've not come across another country that's as friendly as Barbados. In Bali, the religious beliefs are extremely strong. It's very, very crowded. The waves are the most amazing waves. It's the best surf trip I've personally been on in my 33 years. Hawaii is amazing waves as well too. Very, very crowded water. It's very crowded. Now Bali is crowded on land, but in the surf it's not so crowded, so it makes it very comfortable. You know, America, we all know America. It's just the waves are not as good as when you go to an island, because the shorelines are usually beach, the bottom is usually sand. Right. Although it can provide for good waves, but a reef break is far more superior than a beach break. Just because the waves line up, there's a lot more power involved. Which brings me to we have a very, very large swell approaching, so it's going to be a good week this week.
Adrenaline Sun will be up there getting some of the footage.
Yeah.
One of the things that we talk about on the website a lot and we feature is that Barbados has natural resource, which is surfing. Well, there's other sports. I'm not knocking the other sports, but you have to build like stadiums and tracks and whatnot. But with Barbados, we actually have, it's a natural surf. We have people coming into Barbados just to hit Super Bowl. They stay up on Abasaba, they just head down to surf.
Yeah.
What do you think we could do to boost that sports tourism when it comes to surfing in Barbados?
Having more international events. The big one that we do every November is great, and we've been doing that since 1983, and that has exposed Barbados to the surfing world tremendously.
Well, that's almost 30 years now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Amazing.
However, what we can do is go a bit further and bring the ASP here, which is the premier organization for world surfing. The ASP is the Association of Surfing Professionals, and that's where all the top surfers in the world, that is the ultimate goal, and that's our ultimate goal as well. And that's where Kelly Slater and Joel Parkinson and the top boys are. And if we can get one of those events into the island, about three or 4 years ago, we came pretty close. I was in talks with a very large company to bring an event here, and the event actually ended up going to Puerto Rico. What we can do, and we will need government involvement and other organizations' involvement to just push the sport towards the ASP and bring them here. Now, what they look for is A-grade locations. And when I say A-grade,
I think we have that here, right?
We got an A-grade wave, and that's a Super Bowl. But they look for alternate venues in case there's a situation where it's not that good. But what they do now, they do waiting periods. So if we were to do, it's very possible, if we were to do a waiting period in say the month anytime between November and February, I'm pretty much going to guarantee them that we'll get waves. And there's other waves too that we looked at, which is called Dappies, which is probably most Barbadians don't even know where it is, but it's up to the very northern tip of the island, in an area called Stroud Bay. And that's an amazing wave. Wow. So the bottom line is we do have A-grade waves, and we can host an event here of the stature of an ASP World Championship Tour event, but you need the financial backing and government involvement. If not, it's
well, you have our support when it comes to media coverage and what's not. Let's make this happen. Barbados it should be the destination for surfing in the Caribbean. Our waves are wonderful.
That's right.
Yep.
So you know what? Let's do a giveaway.
Let's do a giveaway.
Let's do a giveaway.
Like last week we said we were honoring for the whole month one of our friends of adrenaline, and that her mother passed away recently, right, from breast cancer, and we spoke with the Little Pink Gift Foundation. They raise awareness for breast cancer, and they raise funds for women who can't afford the treatment because it's pretty expensive, right? So they gave us some shirts, and we want to give away at least 2 today, right? At least 2. And there's a competition on Facebook right now too, so log on to our Facebook as well and like and share the photo, and you'll be able to win a shirt as well. And we'll announce the winners next Saturday.
All right.
But today we're going to ask a question so they could win. Earlier Josh mentioned his age. How old is Josh Burke?
All right, you hear that, people? How old is Josh Burke? All right, 467-5444-98.1. Come on. Okay, let's go to the phone lines. Nadia, good morning. How you doing, darling? All right, so how old is Josh?
All right.
Yeah.
All right, you're on the phone line, right, sweetheart? All right.
So congratulations to Margarita. She just won a Little Pink Gift Watson Racing Support of Breast Cancer t-shirt. Now we're going to give away one more t-shirt. And the question to win this t-shirt is, there was a sponsor mentioned that it's sunblock, right? Who is the sunblock sponsor for Josh Burke? Who is the sunblock sponsor for Josh Burke?
All right, 467-5444.
So Josh, with all this traveling and what's not, and surfing and training, how do you balance school with this?
Well, I just have to manage my time wisely, and when I'm not training or surfing, I have to go and study or do my homework. But when I go away to surf, I bring my books to, I ask my teachers to give me a few worksheets.
Oh, some lessons and stuff. And
yeah, so they would give me some sheets to do, and I would do them and then give them back into them, and they would correct them, and tell me what I did
and
wrong.
friends helping you out with notes.
Yeah.
It's
Oh, so you have CXCs coming up as well, right?
Yeah.
And how are you preparing for that?
Oh, well, I'm a little bit nervous, but confident.
Yeah, well, you're a pretty talented young man and very smart, so I don't think that should be a problem for you.
Josh's school, St. Winifred's, has been very supportive, and it's been working out really well. Most kids of Josh's peers overseas are doing homeschool. We thought of it, but St. Winifred's has been so supportive that that's where he goes.
Well, that's awesome. And what's the future for Josh Burke?
Hopefully to get on the ASVWCT and hopefully win a few world titles.
Okay, when you get there, don't forget us, okay? We're going to be pushing you 100%,
Never.
right? Adrenaline Sun. For everything Josh Burke, check out www.adrenaline sun. He has his own Adrenaline Junkies page. You can follow his progress and as he goes along and you know, and wins more competitions.
Yes.
All right, you can repeat the question once again.
Oh, the question is, who is the sunblock sponsor that sponsors Josh Burke?
All right.
Barbadian surfer Josh Burke.
That's right.
Well, we haven't gotten the correct answer yet, but remember, you can still log on to our Facebook and have a chance to win the shirt. Just share and like the photo, right? I'd like to thank DJ Indian 98.1, our sponsors.
That's right.
Barbados Yellow Pages, and Josh and Alan for coming in today. Any last words, guys?
Yeah, if you're interested in following Josh, and also you can get the sunblock answer if you follow these instructions, but you can find Josh on Facebook on Josh Burke, or on Instagram at Josh Burke _, or his Twitter account, which he's only been on Twitter for the last 2 days, and he has over 300 followers already. It's Josh Burke _4. If you go to these accounts, you'll find that sunblock sponsor. Just like to thank Indian, Fabian, Jamal. Adrenaline Sun has been so supportive of us. Thank you so much, and Yellow Pages for having us here today. So it was a real pleasure, and thank you.
Great, man. Thanks again, Indian.
No problem, anytime.
Thanks to all our listeners.
Thank
So,
you.
I probably know later this year I might probably do some surfing.
Yeah, we're gonna get him in the water.
Surfer Indian. You got any Indian surfers yet?
Yeah, man.
Yeah?
All walks of society.
Well, I'm gonna be a different Indian surfer.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
look forward to it, Indian.
All right.
We're gonna film that as well, okay?
Of
There's
course.
2 things we're filming so far. We're just
Right,
building them
car
up.
racing.
Car racing and surfing.
All right.
Sweet.
2 things so far. I'm ready.
Thank you.
I'm ready.
Nice.
Whether you're looking to make the right impression with flowers or find that perfect restaurant or create memorable moments, the Barbados Yellow Pages puts the power of local search in the palm of your hands. Barbados Yellow Pages, Barbados's most complete, trusted, and reliable business directory. Available in print, online, and mobile at barbadosyp.com. For more information, visit barbadosyp.com or call 434-4600. Barbados Yellow Pages. What will you discover today?